So I would like to state right before recording this podcast that I had to fart really badly, and
That's
let me
good.
tell
That's
you,
good.
it was
Now,
a good
now
one.
look who's delaying the podcast. It's crazy.
I didn't delay it at all. We just started recording.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, no, I
It's a good thing I
waited.
was staring at
No,
the ceiling.
I
Who making the
waited.
podcast,
No, dude,
everybody?
it sucks that I was talking over you, but I was waiting until you stopped saying "I'm ready" over and over again, like a fucking maniac.
I said I was ready.
But also, welcome back to the podcast. We're staring at the ceiling. It's episode 19, right?
Yes.
That's what he
Yeah.
said. Okay. See, for some reason, Mitchell knows the episodes. It's probably because he uploads them, and I don't. I just,
Yeah, you know.
I just give them to him. I don't really worry about the episode titles.
Wow.
Lack of responsibility. I see.
Damn.
I'm the one recording the episodes. What are you doing?
I'm being the entertainment.
Yeah. We should get paid.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sorry. I just saw some titties on Twitter. Let me focus up.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to podcast.
Hey man, get locked in. You guys,
I'm locked in.
I
I'm locked
swear,
in.
if you follow the right people on Twitter, you just have titties all over your timeline. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That can be a good thing or a bad thing.
Like kind of how I'm at class today, and I'm like in between class. I'm doing a group assignment, so I'm kind of sitting there for a minute, and I'm scrolling through Twitter, and I just see fucking Brian over here with their Twitter circle that I'm a part of, just posting giant titties, and I'm like, all right, didn't
I
need
also
to see
post
that
giant
right
memes.
now.
I post giant.
And the
of course
worst
you do.
thing is when somebody who doesn't usually post that stuff decides to post that stuff, and you're like at work, and you just scroll to Twitter to see some news for a bit, and you see that.
Bro, Twitter is a
Well, you know, that
minefield when
was-
you're in public. It really
Yeah, it
is.
is.
I don't want nobody seeing that.
So
Just gotta
like,
keep your brightness down.
cause like part of my Twitter feed, I have a lot of Xenoblade 2 artists and people who retweet Xenoblade 2 art and like 3 art, and it'll be like mostly wholesome stuff, and then it's just like one of the characters like fucking legs spread, bent down. I'm like, Jesus Christ, guys, I'm
And
in
sometimes
public.
you
I
get
got people behind me, like shit.
somebody
That's the trouble.
retweeting Lola Bunny, their butt cheeks out, about to sit down, like, out of nowhere,
Hell yeah.
just raw, unhinged
Yeah.
tweets.
Or you'll just get one of like the most peak tweets of all time. So y'all have seen the tweet, the Fortnite one, where somebody made a comic or a manga for Fortnite, where it's
saw
Goku
you
and
post
Vegeta. Yeah, it's Goku and Vegeta fighting Darth Vader, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, no, that shit's hilarious. So it's like they're saying like, dude, they're struggling, and then Superman passes by them and crashes into some rocks, and Goku's just like, Rick, Jonesy, Cena. And then it's just Darth Vader menacingly coming up to them, and somebody voiced over it, and I'm not gonna lie, I cried laughing for like maybe 15 minutes straight. That shit was hilarious. I don't know. Sometimes
Very
Twitter
much
could be a gold mine.
You know. So just
Yeah. That's how it be. You either get really good tweets, horny tweets, which can be good or bad, depending. Like kind of depending on what kind of person you are. And then you just get like awful shit that ruins your day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What are we talking about today? What we doing?
Yeah.
What we got going
Where you at
on?
in One Piece?
we talking about Sonic.
I'm sorry, Mitchell. I couldn't hear you. Couldn't hear you.
Where you at
We
in
talking
One
about
Piece?
Sonic.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I couldn't hear you, Mitchell. What
I
was
said
that?
we
What was
can
that?
talk
Where you
about
at
Sonic.
in One Piece?
Oh no, Jay is drowning you out, so I can't really hear you.
Motherfucker, you were telling me where you're at in One Piece.
I haven't read any this week. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Well, like,
all
I've
right.
been very busy with school, and then when I do have free time, I'm gonna be honest. The first thing I think of is not One Piece, but I will tell you what I did.
I understand. That makes a lot of sense. People are busy.
I will tell
don't
you,
have a lot of time.
I did get a big accomplishment this week. Bigger than reading One Piece, I'll tell you. This was pretty big. I reached level 100 in the Fortnite Battle Pass.
Okay, that's very nice. But I get it, Noah. You're very busy. You got a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
It is what it is.
Mhm.
Maybe that's why you should have read when you weren't in fucking school, Noah.
maybe you should have. Maybe I should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should have, bro.
Like
Yeah, you should have.
I'll get to it. You make such a big deal out of it every week. You're like, where are you at in One Piece? And it's like I'll get to it.
Look, we started this journey on the podcast, okay? And now the people are they're eager. They're ready, Noah.
Yeah,
to
this
figure
is a
out
series.
when the
No, you're
fuck
gonna
back.
let your fans down, dude. Like,
Yeah,
all
Look,
your-
exactly.
Letting your fans down.
How about just
Exactly.
during the podcast I read One Piece? That's gonna be my mission. Is in the middle of it.
yeah.
I'll just have One Piece on
No,
the side
no.
reading through it.
Listen, people are
But-
upset now.
Like it'll happen. But Jay did mention Sonic, which Sonic actually had some
Sonic.
stuff over the past
Sonic.
week.
Sonic.
Let's just get Jay's Sonic rant out
Sonic.
of the way now, because
Sonic.
otherwise he'll wait till the last second and be like, wait, let's talk about Sonic.
Yeah, we're talking about it now. So
No.
like we got the themes dropped and like for the main theme and the ending theme, which it never like ever dropped the ending theme before the game released, which is pretty crazy. But like, I mean, all I gotta say, listen to that is that Sonic is back. Like this is the Sonic we wanted.
Bruh,
This is what we've been waiting
gonna be
for.
real here. The ending theme leagues above the opening theme. I'm gonna be real here.
It is.
I do, yeah.
That ending
I
theme
do
is
also agree.
so good, and the opening
I've
theme is like
listened to
not
that.
bad, but it's just nowhere near as good.
I agree.
No, I mean, what that game comes out November 8th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Bruh, like,
Mm-hmm.
I hope this game is good. They are hyping it up so much.
I don't gotta hold no more. I know it's gonna be good. You don't know why I know?
Yeah, why?
Well, because they're doing a lot of things that they normally wouldn't do to promote this game. Like they are super confident in it, and it's like, and everything that we've seen has like been like good. You know, like so I always say like when Forces came out, I could tell it was gonna be a shit game, like just from day one when I saw like some of the stuff. But this, like you can legit you see like the hard work that went into it. You see like all the crazy shit going on, crazy movements and stuff. Like it feels new while feeling familiar at the same time. And like it's if this game, I'm just saying, there's no way this game will be bad because if it's bad, then like they just wasted a bunch of time. Because the first thing that made you think that is like, why would they get IGN to do like a whole exclusive news thing for it, right? Of all companies, why IGN? Think about that. Like the company known to be shit on them the most because they're confident. They're confident. Like, okay, we're gonna give it to these dudes, and they're not gonna shit on the game because it's actually good. So, I believe in them.
I feel like my main issue with Sonic I almost said Forces. Fucking, I'm PTSD, dude. Sonic Frontiers is that it's the Sonic fan base. The game's gonna come out, and I'm hoping it's gonna have a lot of positive feedback. But I know there's gonna be those people that like they're just gonna shit on it because they can. Every game's
Well,
got it, but
yeah.
Sonic is just so toxic. I feel like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean that's how it's gonna be because the way Sonic is, like I'm just glad with this game they had one idea, then they're sticking to it. They're not trying to appeal to all like different facets of like the fandom. They're not adding like plastic Sonic or some shit just to, like appeal to them. Like they're just going on this idea, and there are people who don't like the idea, but at the end of the day, if they win, I mean they go in with this idea and they do it right. Who cares if they like it or not? The game's gonna be good. If people's like dislike of a game is just up to the personal preference, like if I don't like this gameplay style because I don't like it, then that's just fine because that's just how people are gonna be. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
there are people that don't like Breath of the Wild. They're trying to make video essays on Breath of the Wild. There are people that make video essays on Mario Odyssey. We know those are great games. So I just think because it's Sonic, any like criticism is gonna get overblown by everybody because it's Sonic. But,
I
it is
feel
what it
like
is.
the general criticism of the game is going to be, I think I think most people are going to like or at least appreciate the step in the kind of open zone direction they're doing with that. I honestly would not be surprised if the main criticism of the game is the reused levels that they keep
Yeah.
doing.
That is one thing.
Bruh, I'm sure we've already talked about it, and I'm sure we're gonna talk about it again. I fucking hate
Oh, yeah, when the game comes out, especially.
that they keep using, bro. That podcast is gonna be crazy. There's gonna be a whole Sonic Frontiers podcast. I already know there's gonna be. That's gonna happen. But like,
Yep.
Oh yeah,
just
yeah.
the fact that they like reuse Green Hill, reuse Sky Sanctuary, and whatever else they have right now, and it's
And
like
then they're reusing level design. They said they're doing it on purpose because it's supposed to be for the story. But like, when I see like Chanan's level design and I see Sky Sanctuary after we done seen Sky Sanctuary like so many effing times
I'd
over the
rather
past
just see
year.
Chun-Nan,
Yeah,
dude.
that's what I mean. I'd rather just see Chanan. Like, I don't
Like
know.
I don't know.
I wish they would pick other stages to
If
do
they
this
wanted to
shit.
pick a Sonic 3 stage, they could have at least picked like literally anything else. Like,
I'll give them
so many
granted. They're not
levels.
just reusing boost level design. Like they took SA2, like the OG SA2 City Escape for design. So they're going back, but it's still like I'd rather them just. We got to see the environments. I hope there are more than just those environments because the only environments that we know so far, we didn't see Rooftop Run, but that's one of the environments apparently. Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Sky Sanctuary, and the Cyberspace City. That's all
Now,
we know so far.
my thing is, need to get a Chaos Emerald on each island. So what? There's gonna be like one level per island.
Hmm? Oh no, it's multiple Chaos Emeralds because it's only 5 islands.
Okay.
Like I
I don't
said,
know.
that
I
Titan
just
that he fought and he got chunked out of, he's gonna have to. He's gonna need Supersonic for that
I'd
because
be cool if there were like multiple levels per island, and like the first and second island are like previous levels, and then like the rest are new levels. Because I want to see
there are
them do
multiple
new
levels
level
per island.
design. I want to see them do new level design. I do. I
There are
think they
multiple
can do
levels.
it.
I think there's like apparently because they're supposed to now see the way they're supposed to work is they're supposed to be like the shrines from like Breath of the Wild, except like the Sonic version of that. Which and I'm
Except
being real in that
Sonic.
game too. That shit got repetitive, pretty repetitive. He kept going to him over and over again, over time. But like, I heard the first island has like 50 stages of that shit alone. That's what I heard. It was either that or 50 overall stages of the cyberspace or some shit, or more than that.
It's
That's
50
what I heard.
sounds like a lot. I don't know about
To
50.
to me, if it's like a like Breath of the Wild shit, then I wouldn't. I mean, like that'd be what uh 250 levels, cyberspace levels, because it's 5 islands. That would make more sense. That make a lot of sense. 'Cause that one has how many temples are in Breath of the Wild? Because there are a lot.
I think there's like 200. I don't remember. It's been a minute since I
That
played
that
that
makes a
game.
lot of sense. And these levels are like a minute long, so you know. But we'll see.
I don't know. Uh yeah, I mean it's kind of the same for Pokemon too, where I expect a lot of criticism on Pokemon when it comes out. But
I mean, right now with go ahead.
I honestly think Scarlet and Violet has the opportunity to be the best Pokemon game, or at least
Yeah, I'm,
one
I'm
of
gonna
the
be real,
best.
man. The only criticism that I'm gonna like really give now at this point is the graphics. That's it. But I'm just at this point, I'm just not gonna even. Game Freak just can't even. I'm just so used to it now. It's might as well give up. Game Freak's not gonna fucking make a goddamn graphical masterpiece, but they're doing something different and it looks good. There's 3 storylines, which I mean, when they broke it down, it just seems like the regular story stuff of like a Pokemon game. Like, oh, we got their one storyline is fighting like the evil team, another one is doing the gym, and the other one is like discovering the region, which is like the story. It's how they combine the stories of every Pokemon game. I guess it's just separate now, completely. But it looks really hype. And they had a crossover with Mega Man Battle Network, so that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
dude. So like this happened like literally yesterday as of recording this, but those new Pokemon that they revealed are probably like the Sword one. I need to look up the names of these guys real quick, but the Sword one is like probably one of the best looking Pokemon I think ever, and that's not even like recency hype. That just looks fucking sick.
Violet's the better version. Violet's been the better version, but that just like
What
solidified it.
what is this guy's name? Edge. Dude, he looks so cool. I mean, like he's like a ghost fire type with swords for hands, and he just looks sick as fuck, man. I
They
cannot
do
get
look
over it.
pretty raw. I can't lie.
Like this new regions, like the Pokemon in the new regions so far haven't been too bad. Some of them are like kind of but like for the most part, they're pretty good. And Violet is the clear better version. I'm gonna put it out there right now. If you are getting Scarlet, you poor person.
It only won it because the freaking chick, bro. But she's not even like that hot. Like I don't know, that hot enough to like pick it over Violet. The dude looks like the main dude in Violet looks like Reed Richards. All right, that's cool enough.
Yeah, bro. The Chad Professor in Violet, the fucking Pokemon with the sword for hands, the legendary is
The
cooler.
future, yeah, the
Bruh,
future.
Violet just wins so easily in that.
That game is about the future. The other one's about the past. He wants to stay in the past. And freaking ancient shit. They've been doing it in Pokemon since the first game with the fossil. I want to see the future shit, bro. I want like future Pokemon
Mm,
and all, and Tron shit in the games.
yeah. But no, I think Pokemon's gonna. I think Scarlet Violet has the potential to be one of the best games. It just kind of depends if what they do works. Because I mean, the open world with the choices. I really want them to do that thing where when you fight a gym leader, its level is based on where you're at in the game.
Oh, that's confirmed. It's not
There's no way. There's no way.
the levels are set, and they said, oh, you got the option of taking on the the the
So,
more
no,
powerful gym leaders first
send
if you
that to
want to.
me because I want to see that. Send that to me. Find that and send
I
that to
put
me.
I put it in the
Yeah, they
RPG thing.
put that a while ago.
I want to see
Yeah.
that shit because
We had a discussion on it.
that would be the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life if that's the case. How you cannot fuck that up. Where did you
I
put
don't know.
that?
It depends. I don't know. It's weird with Pokemon because I'm not sure.
Where it was somewhere. I put it in there, but they said that, and it was a whole fuss on Twitter about it. But I think they should scale to your level because like I don't, if you're gonna have it go in any order, you might as well do that. Because then it's not really like you could say it's like freedom of choice, but like it's not really freedom of choice. Because if I can't, because you know, you
I
remember how
mean,
like
it's
the
still
gyms.
like I'm not entirely opposed to it. It makes sense that there's gonna be gyms that are just harder than others.
Yeah.
But like from the Pokemon standpoint, it's like strictly like a level basis. Like it's very linear in terms of like the
Yeah,
difficulty escalation. So like
and then
if
you
you're
know you
fighting
can't
like
get.
fucking if you're fighting like a fucking like gym leader with like level 30 Pokemon and your Pokemon are like fucking level 12 and shit, like that's just not gonna work. It's just not
And
gonna work.
y'all remember like
So
the gyms unlock the levels. Like if someone like gave you a level 100 Pokemon at the beginning of the game,
well
you
yeah.
couldn't control it. So
I'm
like
sure though I feel like for this game they would probably have to like I don't know do something with that. I'm not sure, but even then I don't know because it's difficult. It's a difficult situation. I don't know how you would balance it because Pokemon is so like the difficulty curve is just so linear. Like it's literally just like fucking Pokemon that's like level 50 is just gonna fucking body a Pokemon that's like level 30. So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna balance it, but
yeah,
um if we were talking about a game that wasn't as like clear cut as like if a Pokemon's like level 50, they're fucking demolishing level 12 and shit. I could see like having a like the gym difficulties not scaling not being a problem, but for Pokemon you're kind of in a situation where that probably is the better alternative to have them like scale.
yeah.
I mean, it just makes no sense because like, what are you gonna do? I mean, something like Legends Arceus, where it had like stronger Pokemon in certain areas of the map, that's fine because it's like you just can't go to that area or you have to like sneak around the stronger Pokemon, whatever, right? But this, it's like, what's the point of going to the strongest gym unless you're like power leveling to beat them? But then at that point, the rest of them are easy because they're all gonna be lower level. Like that kind of defeats the purpose of taking on the gym challenge.
I don't know. The only way to get around that really would be to like make it so that the levels don't necessarily matter as much, or just make the gyms at like comparable levels. But like if you like level past that, that kind of like I don't know.
See, I would assume how they'd make it work is like every gym is at the same level. And when you get the first badge, no matter what badge it is, it scales up to the next level cap. and you get another badge, and it goes to the next level cap after that. I feel like that's not hard to do. That's not hard to. I don't think that'd be hard to
Yeah.
program.
The level
And then,
scaling is not. I don't think it's a matter of difficulty or laziness as to why they did that. They probably decided to do it for like a reason. I just can't see how you would even balance it with the way that Pokemon fundamentally works. It's just kind of a very difficult situation because Pokemon is just like really based on this linear level curve. Like a Pokemon that's level 80 is usually gonna body anything that's like 20 levels below it or whatever the fuck. So
Yeah.
I just don't know how you balance that. I really don't.
I mean, we've seen with like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl as those remakes were, they did put like competitive Pokemon on like the Elite Four teams. Like they can make some competitive Pokemon to make them a little tough to fight. Like they
Oh
can
well,
do
they
it.
can definitely
They
make
can
Pokemon
cheat.
that are difficult. They can definitely make Pokemon that are difficult. That's for sure. My thing is just like when it comes to the levels of the gyms, like I just don't know how you balance that. Like how do you balance it in a game that's as open as this? Like at a certain point, like if you decide to go in a certain direction, right? After a certain point, you're just gonna like you're probably just gonna go around and you're just gonna destroy any gym you come across. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't. I think it's still gonna be a fun game. I just hate that they gave this option and kind of didn't do much with it besides just say, "Hey, you can take them on any way you want." But I
I'm
mean,
not
who
I'm
knows?
just I'm not like criticizing. I'm just interested to see how they handle it at this point. Like there's
Hmm.
like I just have to see more details. Maybe they did find a way to like balance it to where it works cuz I'm not necessarily opposed to it not scaling, but you just have to find a way to make it balanced correctly to where you're not like going in like the intended
Yeah.
order or that you're
Yeah.
fucking not like going like power leveling to beat like the hardest one and then fucking just absolutely destroying a bunch of the other ones. Like I don't know. I just
Yeah.
have to see how they do it.
Like I just want to realize my Pokemon dream, man. I just want it. Legends Arceus gave that pretty close to me. Honestly, I still think Legends Arceus is the best Pokemon game, and I will not retract that statement ever. That shit's fun.
Pretty good.
Like I don't think there's any better
I think like
feeling. Hmm.
I think like a part of having no level scaling is at least to me from the jump, like picking where you want to go. It seemed like they wanted to do a thing like of like, oh, you do like a challenge run of the game and shit. Like I could see them appealing to the idea of doing challenge runs of the game where you start off at like fucking highest level area and all that kind of shit. Um,
Mm.
and it feels like that was the idea they were going. The idea of like going anywhere you want exactly rather than like level scaling. And
Oh
like yeah, you
yeah.
run into the issue of like it's
Mhm.
really hard to fucking like actually level scaling in a Pokemon styled game, like the way it's structured and everything.
Yeah.
Challenges in this game are gonna be insane. You're gonna see people do Nuzlocke, and you're gonna see people do like level 5 Pokemon versus the 8th gym leader. You're gonna see some like crazy stuff like that. Challenge is gonna be
Yeah.
weird.
I would also be interested to see like do the gym leaders have full on teams?
Yeah,
Like
that's interesting.
Yeah.
because usually the way that they would deal with shit like as you proceed through the gym leaders would have more and more Pokemon. Like, are they just gonna have like a full team? Each gym leader gonna have like a full ass team? I don't know.
I wish they would do that. Just give the gym leaders teams, man. Make them difficult. The
Yeah.
gym leaders do something, bro.
Also, like, are their Pokemon gonna be like fully evolved and shit? Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting to see.
So we gonna do that co-op playthrough? Is that what we're doing? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh yeah, we can play
I have
co-op.
to
I
get a
forgot.
Switch first, but
You still do need to get a Switch, Mitchell. It's
Co-op.
not gonna happen. Hey, look, Mitchell. They're releasing a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Switch OLED. Looks pretty clean. $350. Easy. You got it.
jeez.
I'm just saying it's kind of nice to be like excited for a Pokemon game again, like a mainline game again, because the past 5 years have been pretty. Ever since Sun and Moon have been pretty doo doo dog water. Besides like the Diamond and Pearl remakes and Legends Arceus.
I would argue that Gen 7 is better than the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I'm gonna be real with you.
You're
Gen
capping.
7
You are
sucked.
No,
capping.
no. Okay, look,
You're
look.
capping.
Let me
Wait,
explain.
what?
Let
You're
me explain. Let
capping.
me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain.
Wait, what did Noah say?
Look, I said Gen 7 is better than the Gen 4 remakes, but listen, okay. Gen 7 at first is bad. If you played Gen 7 how I did when they came out, where you played Sun and Moon and then played Ultra Sun and Moon, it's shit. They're barely different. If you just play Ultra Sun and Moon, it is significantly better. I've gone back to those games and had so much fun with them. They have their problems. They are fun though. They are
And
fun
what are you
games.
saying it's better than?
The Gen 4 remakes?
No.
Yes. The Gen
No.
4 look,
remakes?
the Gen 4 remakes, they are Gen 4. Gen 4 is a good gen, but the remakes not that great. They're not like terrible, but they're fine. Like if I was going to rate them, I'd put like the Gen 4 remakes at like a maybe 7 out of 10 at most. And then I put Gen 7 at like 8 out of 10, like
They
barely
do
above
their
it.
job. It's like
We're
literally
talking
kind of
about
like
like
the same game,
Brilliant
bro.
Diamond or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like her.
Look, it's not better than Gen 4,
You know, like,
It,
but
this is probably a really shallow complaint, but like, what turned me off from the Gen 4 remakes was honestly that chibi shit. Like, honestly, like, it just looked like ass to me. Like,
it was
I don't
fine.
know, like, the way the 3D models and, like, the overworld and shit, it just looks like, it looks bad. Like, it looks bad. It looks like My Sims Kingdom or some shit. Like,
I liked it.
It
Uh,
generally turns me off.
I
I'm
think it
not
just
like
depends
a
on the
biggest fan of.
person.
I actually
Well,
liked it because it looked like what you just said. The fucking My Sims Kingdom shit.
like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to play that. What's the doo doo? Like, I
Especially
don't know.
after like, because I was scared they were gonna make it. People were like, oh, we want it in the style of Sword and Shield. You know what happened with Sword and Shield shit. So I was like, no. I was like scared that was gonna happen. So to
what
see it
turns
like
me
that,
off?
and to see it kind of looks like I was down with cheap models. It kind of looks like I see what they were going for trying to make it look like the DS version. I was like fine with it. And the models in battle looked a lot better. Even the animations are still kind of whack, but
Turns me off. Is fucking. It's just the fact that they done like, well, these newer remakes of like fucking Gen 3 or 4 is that they didn't bring over Emerald content. They didn't bring over fucking
I was
Platinum content.
just gonna say
that's
that. I
stupid.
don't
That
know
is
what
stupid.
is with them and being afraid to put in content from the third game. It's like I get you're remaking Diamond and Pearl so you can have the two version thing, but like put in the
Those like
content for
Platinum, Emerald are
Platinum.
kind of like they're kind of like the definitive versions of
They're
those
like
gens.
the based
Yeah.
games, some of the best games in the franchise, and you are not putting in the extra content from those games, or you're like
should-
selectively
yeah, so-
cherry picking the little
It's
bits you
just
do
really
take.
weird to me. I don't know
Yeah.
why they
Don't
do
get
that.
it.
It's just
So here's the problem with the way they do it. They like it is with the Ruby Alpha Sapphire Omega Ruby. They think they can compensate by making their own unique
well, yeah,
solution
they made that.
content to
They
it.
made like the whole ass story or whatever. I didn't play through that shit. I'm gonna be real with you.
What, the
Yeah,
Delta
shit.
episode?
I haven't played through that
Yeah,
shit.
that shit. You see Doxes in their closet, and like that shit just doesn't. It's not the same. Like I would rather just make a version of Emerald, and I kind of get it still want to separate it because in Emerald you still fought. Emerald was kind of like an enhanced version of Sapphire because you were still fighting Team Aqua. You weren't fighting Team Magma. You know, shit. And Platinum, they both had the same team. Platinum was just a better game. so it was,
Yeah, Planet's just a
that
better
was
game.
just a
Like you
better.
can't. What's weird though is why don't they just remake the third game then too? Like if you're not
Yeah,
gonna put the content from the third game, just remake the third
Yeah.
game. Damn it, make more money. People will buy it.
I don't know. I
The
don't know.
weirdest things they decide to do, man. It's crazy.
You know, this kind of scares me for what they're gonna do for like what are they gonna do for Pokemon
Well, here's the
Black and
thing.
White?
From here on, right? And I assume Black and White is gonna be weird because it has a sequel game. But what I assume from here on is it's gonna be less weird because they stopped doing third games. None of the games after this
Well,
have a
this
third
one had
game.
4
Their
games.
remake Black and White. That's gonna be so fucking weird.
This one
That's gonna
had
be so
4
fucking
games.
weird.
How are we gonna do 4 games?
Remaking black and white is so weird. That's like it still feels way too recent.
Yeah.
Black and White was
Exactly.
like
That's
what,
insane. Like
2010?
2011 for us.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Jesus.
I don't expect if we
I mean,
look
that
at the
game is pretty old
cycle,
now.
I don't
I guess
expect
it's pretty old, but it's just
Yeah,
weird.
it
I
still
Also,
don't
feels
expect
recent.
black and white remakes until like probably 2024, probably.
Then
So I
we're
Jesus.
gonna
don't
get
know.
X and Y remakes.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's gonna be dirty. Oh, I don't
Okay,
like
X and Y
that.
remake. There's no reason. There's no fucking reason. There's
I
no
don't
reason they
like
should do that.
that. I
No, we
don't
X and
like
will, because
that.
Y
by the
is
time,
already X and Y is already in the style of their like fucking current games, so that just be so fucking weird.
Mitchell, by the time that like they would want to make a remake for it, it'd be as old as Diamond is now.
Well, I
To
know
make a
it'd be as
remake for it.
old, but like the fucking difference is like The Last of Us. Okay, like what the fuck are you even? What's the point? Why are you? Why?
The point is just so it can be on modern systems. We're probably gonna have like the
When
Switch
did
2 or something.
Gen 3 remakes come out? Was that 2014?
I think so.
Yeah, even with like
So
something like black and white, like you can already
Yeah,
argue like
it
the
was
sprite
2014.
quality.
I remember.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't see black and white coming out like remakes until like 2025, 2026. It'll be a minute. And by that point
Even
the game
then,
will
it's
be
gonna look like
older.
I don't know. It's just I don't know, man. The sprite work on like black and white is already like going kind of like dummy, or it's going kind of fucking crazy. So for them
I
to remake it in their current 3D style with their graphics, okay. Look, Game Freak. Let's be perfectly honest, okay. Their graphic team is not operating at their best. Okay, they're not operating at their best currently.
Oh yeah.
Fucking so like compared to like the sprite work of black and white, like I don't know. I don't think that's gonna look very good, but that's just me. You know, that's just my opinion. You know.
honestly, I think they need to start focusing on side games again cuz I'm going to be real here. Some of the most fun I've had with Pokemon lately has been like side games. I think they should do another Pokken. I think they should go back to like Ranger and Mystery Dungeon.
They
Like,
already said. I remember someone asked Masuda recently, would you remake Pokemon Stadium or make a new Pokemon Stadium? And he just laughed in their face. So that shit's dead. All that Pokemon Stadium shit
well,
is
okay,
dead for real.
I'm gonna give it. I actually replayed Pokemon Stadium lately. It's okay, but if you don't have the stuff to like transfer your Pokemon to the game, it's kind of basic. I'm gonna be real. That's a full nostalgia thing. It's kind of basic. The
Well,
rental Pokemon
I
that
understand like the point, because the point of that was supposed to have like a console thing for a console thing for
yeah.
like the Pokemon games, because you didn't have it back then. But now that kind of like mitigates the point of Pokemon Stadium, unless they make it like the GameCube games, where there's an actual story to it.
Well, I was gonna say that too. They should just remake Pokemon Coliseum and XD, bro. Those games they
They
could be
laughed. That was
remade.
when they want to remade,
Oh,
and he laughed in their face.
or just make a new game like that because you have so many new Pokemon now. But like that kind of game worked so well. I mean, hell, you could remake them, do like a double pack of them, and like, oh, so good.
I, I
Like,
think the Wii one's
man,
worse. Uh,
Battle
than like
Revolution. Well, yeah, that's not really that's a different kind of game.
I mean like it's worse. No, I mean like not just like actually I'm talking about like the of all the stadium type games, like in terms of what they give you, because the
Oh yeah,
Pokemon
Battle
they
Revolution's terrible.
they barely give you anything if you don't have like Diamond and Pearl, and like the Pokemon they give you from the start are like pretty shit for the rest of the game, so you can't even really like do
Yeah.
anything. It's kind of pointless if you don't have Diamond or
Yeah,
Pearl.
those three games are like gems to just look at because like if you don't have the method to transport them to that game, like your own Pokemon, they're gonna be significantly less fun. And even then, they're just battle simulators. All you do is battle. Like eventually, you get tired of it. It's not really.
Well, that was the fun part. That was the fun part, battling with friends on the big screen, 3D Pokemon battles.
Yeah, I mean, I
But
guess.
I think
Yeah,
XD did it better because it let you get Pokemon in the game.
I can't wait for Sword and Shield to get a remake, dude. Can't wait.
Oh god.
Actually, that's going to be a possibility. It's killing. Now, like, I think the point when I'll start feeling really old is when Gen 6 gets a remake.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the worst one. When I look at that and it's got a remake, I'm gonna feel old.
I'm gonna cry because at that point I'd probably be
There's
like
gonna
40.
I
Yeah,
don't I
like
don't think we're
we're
gonna be
we're gonna
that.
have
I don't think
children.
we're
We're
gonna
gonna
be
be
that
40.
old. We'll
We're gonna
probably
be
be
like
They-
like
30s.
They're
I
gonna need they're
I
gonna need to put in some motherfucking work if they want to
yeah,
remake Gen 6. Okay, because if they remake it now, it's gonna be like, damn, dude, that's just the same fucking game. What the fuck? You just re-released
damn,
that bitch.
bro.
yeah.
Fucking like they
Uh,
gotta they
what?
gotta they gotta put in some work to try and justify the
Yeah,
fucking remake Gen 6. They're gonna have to make some
I'm
graphical
gonna be
leaps.
honest. Like, in order to get the technological leap for them, because it's Game Freak, they're behind on the times. Um, for them, they're gonna have to wait till we're like 40 because like it's not going to like it's gonna get to the point where it's basically the same game unless there's like a big leap in how the like games have evolved and shit.
Even though I would argue that like the fucking like a lot of their like the Gen 4 and 3 remakes like kind of look worse than the originals. I'm gonna be real with you. The sprite work is better, but that's just my
Yeah,
opinion. Fucking like they have the excuse of, oh, it's 3D now, so fucking buy the shit, bitch. But fucking
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Gen 6, they don't have that excuse. They don't have that excuse. That shit is it's bro.
That's
You're gonna have to put in
that's
some
gonna
work.
be such a great remake, let me tell you. Cannot wait for that.
They
I'm interested how they're gonna do Gen 5. Because Gen 5 it's got the one and two, so it's like are they just gonna do one game and not
they're
put the
gonna they're
content
gonna
from two, or do they do two
they're gonna do the one
remakes?
game. They're gonna do the one. They're gonna do
See,
the one
at
game.
that point, that literally is a thing where you would want to do two remakes because Black and White 2 are different games. Like they have a different story. You go to different
They might
areas.
they
Like,
might they might they might they might fucking do like another set of remakes, but they're just gonna do like the fucking base black and white. They're not gonna have anything from black and white. Fucking
Yeah,
probably.
they're not gonna have. Oh god,
they'll
Black 2 and White 2 are gonna be their own separate remakes.
yeah,
Watch
they'll
drawing
probably
it.
be their own, but
Well, I mean, they are separate games, so I would
they
imagine.
are separate games. They are separate games.
They are separate games, yeah. I mean, like, it would be, like, neat to have it in one thing, but I know they're not going to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, man, I just need a Pokken 2. That's all I need. I just need.
Why
I just
why
need them
didn't
looking
they
good.
remake Platinum? What the fuck was wrong?
They don't care.
Exactly.
They didn't do Emerald, they didn't do Platinum, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care.
You know
They
what
are
I
all
honestly
about
think it
that.
is?
They are all about that fucking that separate. Oh, there's a little bit of different Pokemon in this one and that one. Fucking grind. They're on their grind set.
You know what I think it is? I think they were just like, we don't want to redesign the both of those because last week the ultimate version. We don't want to redesign the separate versions because we want to keep them separate. So we're just gonna keep them the same.
Well,
They could.
they've already got the structure. They've already got the framework. Okay, the basis. All right, in the base, like Ruby and Sapphire or Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
All right, they've already got the basis to make their normal situation where they have the two games separate. Why the fuck would you even bother trying to adapt the combined game, right? And then try and separate shit out so you can make your two versions. Well, fuck it, dog. Just fucking just make the base ones. Don't even bother. Shit. I understand
Yeah.
it, bro. It's
And
just they're trying to
hell,
make that money.
if they
Fuck
didn't
it,
want to put in the effort to make a third game, they could have still made profit by just adding DLC that adds platinum content or like an extra
Yeah,
story
at
that's
least
like the
that,
platinum
because
story.
because
Well, the
there's the
problem
whole,
with
like,
that
Giratina world and shit.
Well, the problem with that is that fucking like all of that platinum shit is like ingrained in the main story, and same with Emerald.
Yeah,
Like they combine the stories, so it's just you can't
they
really.
didn't. They didn't want to make like because they didn't want to make like remake it with it. That's pretty much all it is.
Dude,
Because they already have.
they're
Like I
so
said,
fucking lame, man.
it is lame, but and their solution to this is to just fucking essentially give us the legendary by giving us this to do.
Make your own after game story with literal Who characters, and you go and get every legendary, and that's your story.
Yeah,
But yeah, I can't even fault them for it. I understand the grind set. I
Yeah,
understand.
I get why they did it, but
Mitchell, I know you're the biggest Pokemon fan here, so you're really disappointed
I
by
am
some
a
of
big
it.
Pokemon fan. I am a big Pokemon fan. Okay.
Really, you could have fooled me.
I mean, I talk
Why
shit
is-
on it, but that's out of a place of
Yeah.
love. Okay, you should talk shit
Yeah.
to love. Okay,
Hmm.
I fucking
Yeah, exactly.
no, I fucking loved Pokemon when I was a kid. I fucking loved that shit. All right, I was down with the clown on that shit. I was doing a bunch of dorky ass Pokemon shit. All right, you would not believe how much of a Pokemon mark I was, but X and Y and the newer games are just they're not my style. Okay, they're not my
What did you
style.
do when you were a kid, Mitchell? I want to
I
know.
did a
What
lot of shit. I did a lot of shit.
Pokemon things? Tell me. Come
I'm
on.
not ready.
Tell
Okay,
tell us for the
to
pod.
expose
What did you
myself.
do? Nuh-uh.
I'm not
Tell us
ready
for
to
the
expose
pod.
myself.
Not even
Bro,
for the content.
I'll tell you what I did if you tell me what you did. Do it for content.
I would print out like Pokemon badges and like fucking laminate them and shit. I was a fucking
Oh my god.
I was a fucking dork for all that shit.
Oh
I thought that
no.
shit was so cool. I would try to like make my own Pokemon maps and shit with like the
Did
sprite
you like?
shit.
Did you have like a badge holder and then you would like brag to people at school that you beat the gym leader?
No, I would just have like the badges at home.
Did
and fucking
you
bark
like
like a fucking loser?
did you
You know
go
what?
outside and like use your map to like walk around and try to go
Fuck
to the
no,
town?
no. Okay, well, first off, your first mistake is thinking that I went outside. Okay, that didn't happen. I also did I did plenty of shit. I would like try to make like Ichigo sword from fucking Bleach with paper
Oh
mache
my
and
god,
shit.
you're such a nerd.
You know what? We should talk about Pokemon in school because you brought up school is another topic, bro. Is it just me, or is it like all the people that used to make like I know like a lot of people that grew up like a few years before us, like when Pokemon was like new. I always say that they didn't get bullied for Pokemon or no one made fun of it, but we got the shit end of the stick when it came to it. But was it just me, or was it that whenever like you brought your game system to school, all those same fuckers would be like, oh man, can I play? What are you playing? You playing Pokemon? It's pretty cool. Like they was shit talking until they had it in their hands. Like
Yeah,
was that the
exactly.
only one?
They were Pokemon fans in the closet. That's how it worked.
Mm. Fuck it, no.
That was
But
lame.
I remember I had this friend from school, and my brother did baseball, so I went to watch one of his games, and he was there, and we both had Pokemon, like the Gen 4 games. I had Soul Silver, and I don't remember which one he had, but he traded me an Arceus, and this is around the time where like you didn't know who had Action Replay or cheated Pokemon. You didn't give a shit, but he gave
Yeah,
me an Arceus, and this is when I discovered that in-game event in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, where if you have an Arceus, you can like go to this random area and get like a free Giratina and like Dialga or some shit like that. It was the coolest thing. I still don't understand the event to this day. I just remember randomly stumbling upon it after he gave me that Arceus. I was like, this is the sickest shit ever, bro. I cannot tell you. Soul Silver as a kid was the bombest game of all time. I got the
I remember.
hmm?
You go.
I was gonna say I got the with Soul Silver I got the box that came with the Pokewalker. I wish I kept the fucking box. I know I have my Pokewalker. I don't know where it's at, but I think it's dead. I think I actually tried to turn it on one time, and I think it actually is just dead. Like it doesn't turn on anymore.
Yeah.
Which is weird because does that have a battery? I don't. Does it have a battery? Is that how it works, or can you charge it?
Should be able to.
I'd have to check that out. But like as a kid, dude, I took that Pokewalker everywhere. I'd put like one of my Pokemon in there and just take steps, do battles with the thing. I'd go to school with it sometimes, man. I fucking love that
Oh
Pokewalker.
no. Oh no. Pokewalker, I think takes like the batteries that look like little coins. What are they called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about, and I
remember
know
that
because I'm literally
specifically.
looking at one. I know what you're talking about.
Huh?
I said I know what you're talking about because I'm literally looking at one right now. I just have one on my desk for no reason.
Yeah, it's one of those. It takes those. I forget what they're
That's
called, but
so lame.
I remember in school there was this like kid in fourth grade when I was really into Pokemon, and we would like role play Pokemon battles, and like it used to really piss me off because I'd do it like the game, but then he'd start doing it like the anime, and like I'd do like fucking big, and he'd be like, "Oh, Charizard, fucking shoot fire to the fucking like holes." I'm like, "No, fuck you." That's bullshit.
That's how it was with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Or
People
you're
playing
just
these
really
like
like the
you're
anime.
just like Charizard, dodge. He dodged, like you dick.
Yeah, I was like, I remember having like an argument about that. I was like, what the
We're not
fuck,
playing
dude?
we're not playing by the fucking anime rules here. Okay.
Bro,
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
yeah,
it
game
was
we're,
with Yu-Gi-Oh.
sense.
we're playing the real game. We're playing the
Uh,
real fucking game.
I
Alright,
never. Let's talk about Yu-Gi-Oh real quick, and we'll go back to Pokemon because Jay brought it up. Dude, I never knew how to fucking play Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid. So my brothers and I, we just had like a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and we would play the game. We had no idea how the actual like stats, abilities, and whatever worked that they had on their cards. We didn't fucking read it. We just went full on attack. You just attack, you win. That's all it was. It was the most Chad way of playing Yu-Gi-Oh. And we had the what are those things called that they wear on their arms?
Dual disc.
Yeah, we had a couple
Yeah.
dual discs. So whenever we played, we both get a dual disc. We played on our dual disc. It was the dopest shit ever, and we never understood how to play that game, man. It was so fun though.
That
God,
was funny. They didn't make funny for Yu-Gi-Oh. Pokemon,
nah, but
you got
as a kid, I used to have like, this is when Pokemon cards were like big in elementary school, and I had like an actual full binder of Pokemon cards. The latest I remember playing Pokemon cards as a kid was it was Gen 4. It was when they had those like level X cards. 'Cause I remember I had like Infernape level X and stuff, and I gave all those cards away, and I'm really pissed about it. But I remember, I don't know if I've told this story on the pod, because I know I've told it to y'all, but I don't know if I've told it on here. But I remember there's a kid on the bus that I would take home, and he had a Rayquaza card, and I had a Charizard card he wanted. So we traded, right? It's the Pokemon trading card game. You trade. And no. I remember now. I remember the story. Holy shit, it took me a minute to remember. So I had the Rayquaza. He had a Charizard. And what happened was I was going to trade it to him. And so what one of my brothers did is he took the card and he stuck it up his ass. Not kidding.
What?
Not
What?
not kidding. Took the card, rubbed it all up in his ass, and this card smelled awful. Straight up. Like the smell would not go away. You couldn't like clean it because it's a card. It would fuck up if you tried to clean it. So
Yeah.
it just smells like ass. So I don't tell this kid. I go to school the next day, go through school, I don't even remember. I think it's like third grade or something.
Yeah.
Get on the bus, ready to go home. I look at this kid and I'm like, ready to trade cards. He's like, yeah, I got you. I give him the Rayquaza. I get the Charizard, and he's like, sniffs the card. He sniffs the card and goes, dude, why does it smell so bad? And I just dip. I go to another seat and I just dip, bro. That kid was pissed.
That reminds me of a story. It's not a Pokemon, but there was a kid who had like really bad breath. Like it smelled like shit. He was nice though. And come to find out he was actually eating his own shit for some reason.
You're
No.
lying. You're lying. There's no way.
I'm not
You're
lying. I am
lying.
not.
What is wrong with
That is
people?
awful.
I'm not lying, bro. There were some weird kids back in the day. There were some really weird kids.
No, that reminds me. It was in middle school. There was this one kid, and I never figured out the reason, but he would just smell bad. And like he didn't look like it's mean because hindsight, he could have had some like issues at home or something, but like he didn't look like he was struggling at home or anything. He looked like a normal kid. He just smelled really bad all the time. And I would
He was
have
just
like
a natural stinker.
maybe, but I would have gym with him. So we'd be like doing exercises or running or like playing basketball, and this kid would just smell. And I was like, bro, I fucking I hated that PE class because every time that kid would just reek. And like the coaches would talk to him, he'd be like, dude, you smell. Like, they wouldn't say it, but they'd be really nice about it. But like every day, he would just smell awful, and I hated it so much, bro. But I can't judge them because I don't remember what year this was in middle school, but there was a summer where I just did not want to take a shower So for like a week, I did not shower.
Nasty fuck.
Bro, when I tell you, this is the only time I've ever done this. Ever since then, shower every day. Uh, but when I tell you that I stank, bro, bro, I stank.
Nasty fuck.
It was bad, dude. I don't know why I did it. I just kind of for a week just did not shower. I was just gaming, bro. I'm a gamer.
That was just gaming.
Bro, that was like when was middle school? That was like 2000 like 11, 12. Bro, that was like peak Call of Duty time. I was playing like probably Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare, one of them. Bro, I was fucking gaming back as a kid.
Oh man, you started on fucking Black Ops 2, man. So I got some stories from the trenches on that one.
Dude, I think everybody does. I was talking, no, I was so I talked about recently how I got a new job as a server, and a couple of the like people who cook in the back, they were talking about stuff they used to do as a kid, and they were like, "Man, I miss Call of Duty, like Black Ops 2, man. That was like the most toxic people in the world." And we were talking about, I was like, "Yeah, no, I've literally gotten like people making death threats to me because I would beat them in the game." And they were talking about like grown men being in talking to like 2 year olds. I was like, yeah, dude, Xbox Call of Duty hit different back then. That was crazy.
Oh geez, it was pretty freaking bad. Well, I just remember my first like mature online experience. My first online experience was Mario Kart Wii. My first like true mature online experience was getting on Red Dead Online, the first one. And in the first scene, this dude says, when we get online, my aunt's in the room with me and my cousin. Like me and my cousin are playing. This dude just goes in the mic, and he's a deep ass voice, probably some fucking like 23-year-old or some shit. He's like, "Fucking, you made my pussy wet," like deep in the mic and shit.
What?
And we didn't have a mic, so my aunt just heard it on the TV. And we're like 10 years old, and we don't know what we just heard.
Oh my god. Bro, Xbox Live was parents' worst nightmare because they just did not understand it at all. And they would
Yeah.
I feel
just,
bad for
they
women.
would think
I
it was
feel
like the
bad for girls.
fucking devil, dude. Oh my god. Oh, girls on Xbox Live? How?
Because there was two types of dudes on there. There was like the incel or little kid that was just like just completely dog shitting on the girl, all right. Or there was like this the over simp, like the super simp, that was creepy. And the third one was like the guy that joined her, that was like normal because that was like her friend or some shit. But that it was terrible.
Uh,
We had so many bad things. And then oh man, no one talks about this, but Black Ops 2, you could create your own emblem, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
You know how many
No,
you know
my
how many freaking porn
god.
emblems were on the
Dude,
freaking
the
thing?
amount of
People
titties, vaginas, penises, like
and they look like trash.
absolutely. I don't know. There were some pretty well done ones. I'm gonna be real here. There were some people who spent a lot of time on those emblems. I'm pretty sure I saw probably at least a couple emblems of like it was just people having sex in the emblems, and I was like, dude,
These 8-year-olds with that
how
shit
much
too.
how much time you putting into these emblems? That's dedication. And like
God hasn't done that
they
since, and that's
wouldn't
probably a good reason.
they wouldn't ban them or anything. Yeah, no, nowadays COD just lets you do like preset emblems with like stuff they make. You can't make emblems anymore. There's a reason for that. It was that, and I think Modern Warfare 3 also let you do it. So those two games would just be like the worst emblems on the planet.
And then Search and Destroy was like the most toxic. Me and my friend, we would troll Search and Destroy. We ran into hackers, so-called mathematicians, just a bunch of shit. He ran into a son of a like this. He claimed he was the son of an FBI agent. All right, and to prove it, he started booting people offline and shit.
Oh my god.
But he liked us, so he didn't do that to us.
Dude, my dad works at the FBI. I'm gonna kick you off.
Yeah.
No,
We're gonna DDoS you, bro.
my favorite thing was the people who would be like, I know where you live. And like as a kid that was terrifying. And then I got older and then every time they said it I was just like, all right, find me, bitch, I'm ready. They would just shut up every time. It's like, dude, people still talk shit nowadays, but back then, dude, there was no filter. I don't know what was in some people's heads,
There
dude.
was
It was
no movement. He
crazy.
couldn't like. That's what I'm saying. There was no like. People always make fun of people who like gas it up, but like there was nothing there Like you couldn't run to Twitter or anything like this guy made fun of me and said this about no, you couldn't do that. You just had to freaking take it and fight back. You had to fight people back.
Yeah,
You
no.
couldn't just
I think if Call of Duty was the most toxic like Xbox Live voice chat game, Halo is the most toxic and no voice chat game.
no, it's
'Cause
toxic voice chat.
it,
It's
it
toxic in
was,
custom
but
games.
it
Custom
was see
games.
because how Halo worked, right, was you just had your team that you could listen to, and then like when the enemy killed you, they could talk for like 5 seconds. But all they would just do the amount of teabagging in Halo 3 and Halo Reach, dude, my God.
Well, the custom games community was different. People used to kick people out, just to just because like they lost or some shit to them, and then like they be like, hey man, I'm gonna hack you for doing this. You kept kicking me out. I want to play with my friends or some stupid shit like that, and then people would just get mad over the dumbest shit and not put on the right games.
Yeah.
It was fun, but like the people on there were pretty stupid.
Like I'm trying to think. I'm gonna be real. When I don't know what you guys got the experience of when I was a kid. I didn't get a lot of like funny bad messages from people. It
I
was
never
mostly
really
just
got anything.
yeah, it was mostly
I
just
never
shit
got it.
talking it was like voice chat. But like I see all these people who get these really bad messages or these funny messages, and I'm like, dude, some people would message me and be like, "You suck at the game," but I never got like anything too funny, right?
I never got that because people would just say it to me in the voice chat. So
Yeah.
and then you got those motherfuckers that like you beat them and they be like, challenge me to a 1v1 me in fucking Black Ops right now. 1v1, leave this
Oh,
lobby, go
1v1s
1v1
were
me.
the funniest thing, dude. 1v1 me, bro. 1v1 me.
And they lose.
Dude, I don't know how I did it. The most toxic thing to do back then was play zombies with people who don't have mics. I hated that shit. I can't believe I did it. Because, like, how are you going to communicate with people who don't have mics and they're just going around being assholes? Like, bruh, get away from me. But I know we talk about this, but it's funny because a person here that didn't really experience that was Mitchell. Mitchell, you wanna explain what you did to your Xbox?
Huh? Okay, that's not my fucking.
No,
That's
no,
not
no,
what I
no,
did
no,
to
no.
my Xbox.
Yeah, what
It's
was you?
completely unrelated. It's completely unrelated to fucking my experience with it. Because it's not Xbox's fucking fault that it fucking like I had it like for like I don't know, probably like a very short amount of time, and then it fucking what was it? The Red Ring of Death.
Yeah.
That shit.
Yeah.
Yes, it did that immediately. That bitch did not fucking work. Long after, okay, I threw it down the stairs and shit. But that bitch was
Okay,
already
wait.
dead by the time that I
Why
fucking
did
threw
you
it down
throw
the
it
stairs.
down? When did you throw it down the stairs?
Huh? Years after.
Why
After the
did you
fact.
throw it down the stairs?
It was entertaining. Okay, and it deserved
You're a
it.
psycho,
Piece
but
of shit.
okay, continue. You're a psycho. Continue.
Yeah, but I threw it down the stairs because it's fun.
Didn't yours get like? Didn't you get something on yours, or am I thinking of Brian?
Syrup.
Mm-hmm.
He put syrup in it.
I mean, yeah,
You
I put
put
syrup on
in it. Why?
I put syrup on it and threw it downstairs. What? It's a useless piece of fucking junk. Okay, the bitch was fucking dead. Okay,
You
for
know
years.
you could fix the red ring
after.
of death, right? Like,
Not at the point that I had it. It was like years after, bro. It was way. It was long. It was long after.
see,
That shit did not work.
I had two
And I
different
had no
Xboxes.
intention of like. I think it was like a fucking early generation one too, so it was fucking like a piece of shit.
I
that
had
bitch.
3 different Xboxes. My brother got one for Christmas. I got one of like later on, and then that one broke, and then I got another one. None of those ever got the red ring of death, so I don't know what the hell you did to your Xbox, but
It's not about what you did to it. That was like just a common thing back then. Like those things would just
I don't
fucking
think
die
it
pretty
wasn't
often.
common for people to put syrup in their freaking Xbox.
Well, nigga, I did that years after. I don't. Why are you acting like me putting syrup or throwing that bitch down the stairs was the fucking fault of like was like oh shit yeah that's why you got the red ring of death, Mitchell.
Yeah,
No fucking
yeah,
no
it
shit.
was.
but
No,
we think it's
I'm not-
weird.
I did that way before. Why do you think it's weird? Okay, it's weird to put
Why
maple
would you
syrup
put syrup
on
in your
Xbox.
Xbox?
It's
That's what I
weird to
wanna
do
know.
that. It's weird to do that, but the shit was dead already. Okay, that's why I did it because it was fucking useless.
Hey,
It was a
hey
useless
guys,
piece of shit.
hey guys. So my cat died. I'm gonna go put syrup on it real quick.
Okay, well,
I mean, it's
putting
already
syrup on your
dead.
cat
Look,
Putting
it's,
syrup on your cake
look,
is
it's
a lot
already
different.
dead, guys.
The stairs is a lot different than a fucking Xbox that's already dead. It's dead. It's a
Look,
dead piece of
guys,
junk.
guys,
What am I supposed to do with
I got a PS5, so
Admire it,
I'm
fix
gonna go
it,
up to my
get
PS4.
repairman,
I'm gonna put
something.
syrup in my PS4
I'm
real
not
quick.
gonna
Hold
repair
on.
that piece of shit. I already had a PS3 by that point, and I fucking didn't need it. So fuck it.
Apparently, you needed to put syrup in it.
Yeah, I did need to put syrup on it and throw it down the stairs because it's a piece of
No, I
shit.
said
Okay,
you need
maybe
you need-
Microsoft should have made better consoles. Okay,
They had the
why
best
am I being
console at the
gaslit? I'm being
time.
gaslit. I'm being gaslit. I'm being
Gaslit?
gaslit. I'm
We're
being
not
gaslit.
gaslighting. We're telling the truth. Do you know what gaslight means? Because we're telling a truthful story here.
Gaslit. No, I'm being gaslit because you're acting like the Red Ring of Death was not a fucking common issue that people just had with their fucking Xboxes.
It was,
They
and
just
a lot of people knew how to
Mitchell,
fix
I had mine. I
it.
fixed it myself.
Yeah, I
Exactly.
tried to fix it. Guess what? It didn't fucking work.
Well, of
Okay.
course, we
That
put
means
syrup
you
on
did
it,
it
how
wrong
worked.
then.
Yeah, I didn't put fucking syrup on it 2 years later. What the fuck are you talking about?
We're-
There was no
no,
point in fixing it.
It
I
would've worked
threw
if you
it down the
put syrup on
stairs.
it.
This
I'm being
still,
gaslit.
This
I'm
still
being gaslit.
brings
They're
the
gaslighting
point.
me. You're
Mitchell,
gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me. You're gaslighting me. I've been gaslit. You're gaslighting me, okay? Because this piece of shit already was fucking dead for fucking years after that point, okay? I had tried to fix it in multiple fucking ways, okay? I think I even tried to fix it before I put fucking maple syrup on that bitch years after the fact, and it still didn't fucking work, okay? I didn't fucking need the bitch. I had a PlayStation 3, okay? And that bitch didn't fucking work. And even when it malfunctioned, I can still fucking play digital games on that bitch, all right? Fuck you, all right? Fuck you.
Mitchell,
Fuck that
look-
Xbox. It deserved it. Okay,
No,
I'm not
you
gonna
didn't. You
fucking
could've
stop
fixed
doing dick riding. Stop dick riding Microsoft and fucking twerking for fucking Microsoft. Going, oh, Mitchell, oh, sorry, oh, you fucking maple syrup on your fucking Xbox and going down the stairs. That's why it doesn't work. No, that bitch didn't work because Microsoft made a piece of shit console that fucking shit itself, fucking with shitty fucking parts and shitty technology. Okay, it's not my fault.
You
It's
could
not
have
my fault.
reused it. You could have re-engineered
Oh,
it.
you could have reused it, soy. No, it was broken, and it was a piece of shit console. And I'm glad I threw it down the stairs. Fuck you, fuck Microsoft. I had that bitch for like fucking half a year. That shit was fucking trash,
It wasn't a
trash
piece of
ass
shit.
console. They didn't fucking need to make better fucking consoles. Okay, that's it. That's all. That's done. I'm done. All
You're
right.
avoiding the question of
Yeah, you avoid the
why
question.
did you put maple syrup in the Xbox?
You already said it. 'Cause it didn't work
It
for
didn't
him.
work. It didn't work. It was a piece of fucking shit. I tried to
So
fix
your
it. It didn't
first
fucking work.
thought, no, I'm trying
You
to
should've
understand your
tried
brain
harder.
process. So your
Like, that's
first
the first-
thought,
I'm being gaslit right now. I'm being gaslit right now. You're gaslighting me.
no,
Stop
hold on,
gaslighting me.
stop getting defensive for just a second. Let me just
No,
go through this. Let me just go through this.
To get this bullshit off. Okay, it was years after the fact. You're like, oh, Mitchell, your first thought was no. My first thought was not to throw that bitch down the fucking stairs. Okay, it wasn't. It was years after the fact. I tried to fix
No,
that bitch.
so
I
let
tried
me-
to fix
I'm
it
just-
50
let me get this
fucking
clear.
times.
Let me get this clear, Mitchell. So you know, Xbox isn't working, has been working for years. You finally pick it up and you're like, ooh, my Xbox, let me try to get it to work. It doesn't work, right? It's not working. You decide it's not worth it. You're gonna get rid of it. So instead, now hold on. Instead of just throwing it away, you decide I'm gonna put maple syrup in this thing real quick.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking enlightened
'Cause you're a
scientist. Okay?
psycho.
I'm a man of science.
We're
I like
pushing.
to test things. I like to test things I've never tested before. Okay?
Yeah, but you could.
What would happen if I put maple syrup on this
Now, why
bitch?
didn't you
What would
test
happen
it
if
to
I
fix
put?
your Xbox?
What would happen?
It would
I
get
did test. I
sticky.
did test.
It would get
I did
sticky.
test. I
Apparently
did
you
test.
didn't.
I
You
did
didn't.
test.
You're not a scientist.
I
You
did. No, I did test. I did test. I did
didn't
test. I
fix
did
it.
my
You didn't
test.
fix it.
I ran my test. I ran my test.
Scientists
I
could've
couldn't
fixed
fix it. It couldn't be fixed. It was a piece of shit. It was a piece of
scientists
junk
could've fixed
that would have needed to be fucking replaced. Okay, what did I do? Okay, I went, what happens if I cover this technology in maple syrup? What happens if I throw this bitch down the stairs? And guess what? I found out what happened. Okay, have you
That
ever
wasn't
found out what
very
happens if you put
scientific.
maple syrup on a console and
No,
threw it
because
down
I'm
the
not a
stairs?
psycho.
Yeah,
No, you didn't, because you're a fucking Neanderthal, okay? And this is why your fucking lineage will die out, okay? And mine will fucking thrive and prosper, all right? Because I'm a fucking
So
genius.
we're pushing the Mitchell is a psycho agenda today again.
I'm not
Exhibit
a fucking
B.
psychopath.
Exhibit A.
Gaslighting.
Look,
I'm being gaslit. You see them
If-
gaslighting me? Mitchell's
Look.
insane. Oh, he poured maple syrup on his Xbox 360 and threw it down the stairs. Fuck you. Okay, fuck you. I'm an enlightened free thinker. Okay, I'm a goddamn genius. All right.
so if Exhibit
That's
A
what
is
Kanye
the
says too when he's going
no,
on his rant.
if Exhibit A is the millions of mods that Mitchell has downloaded and refuses to delete, Exhibit B is maple syrup in his fucking
Trying to
Xbox.
make
Well,
me
he
feel like
fixed it.
I'm
That's crazy.
insane. They're trying to make me feel like I'm insane.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
could've just fixed
insane.
it. He could've
I'm
fixed
not
it all the
crazy.
time.
You could have fixed it, soy. Oh no, no, I couldn't. Have. It
Now,
was a piece
I
of
will
shit,
give it to
and it
Mitchell.
broke.
Wait, I will give it to Mitchell. And once again, this is another thing where I know y'all know it, but I haven't told this on the pod. When I was younger, so I said it, but my brother had an Xbox. He got like the white one. Um,
Yeah.
and then
Because
a
he's
few,
black.
and we would play that together. I think the white one was the only one that existed at the point. This is like when it came out, not too long after. But then a few years later, I got a black one. And that was my
Black
Xbox.
Power.
Mhm.
But so I played that for a while. I played the shit out of that Xbox. And one day, the disk drive just fucked up. I don't know what happened to it, but it wasn't broken. It's not like it wouldn't play games. You just had to do something very specific to get these games to work on this console. And would you like to take a gander at what you had to do, right? Did you have to like nudge the disk drive a little bit? Did you have to like make sure it was pushed in? No, no, no. You had to bang on the front of the fucking console. Like what I would do is I'd put the game in, and as soon as the disc tray closed, I would just start banging on the top of the Xbox near the disc drive, and then games would play on the disc drive. So I did that for about a year, and yeah, it did that for about a year, and then it broke, and I would assume the reason that it broke is because we hit it a lot, and the
Well,
fact that
you
it
know, fucking-
the fact that it lasted for that long, for us beating the shit out of it, is honestly it's a miracle. Let's be real here.
Hey, you want to know? My PlayStation 3 disc drive broke. Okay, and I can only play digital games on it. Guess what? Guess what? I didn't throw that down the stairs. You wanna know why? Because it fucking worked. Okay, unlike the Xbox, that piece of shit console. All right, Microsoft needs to get their shit together. This is why I'm not buying another Xbox. Fuck Microsoft. All right,
Just-
you've turned me against Microsoft now. All right, that's
Just
what you've done. You've
don't-
done
No,
it
you
to me.
did. You did
Don't
it to yourself.
throw it down
you
the
made,
stairs
you created that
anyway.
slippery
Throw it down the stairs, soy. Fucking
So-
absolute soylent.
Can
All right.
we start to throw the agenda that Mitchell might be like the modern American Psycho? He's just throwing Xboxes down the stairs, pouring
I
maple
am-
syrup
I am.
over them,
Well, that is literally me. I am the American Psycho. That is
probably
literally me.
lighting them on fire for fun because he's an arsonist on the side. I don't know.
I will
versus
not.
the
I will not
Xboxes
replace.
and
I
the
will.
rats.
I
So
will not repent. I will not
Mitchell,
repent.
Mitchell, if your PS3 stops
I
working,
won't.
will you
That-
also put
yeah.
maple syrup on top of it, or will you do some other kind of
No,
condiment?
no, I will not. Okay.
Mitchell, if your PS3 ever
Because it
breaks, I will.
served me well. It didn't serve me for half a year and break down like that piece of shit Xbox.
Mitchell,
Okay.
if your PS3 breaks, I will pay you money to pour maple syrup on it and record you lighting it on fire. I'll do
You
it.
see, this is it right here. Okay. You see, this is it right here. Look at this. Look at these people. Okay, they berate me. Okay, for pouring maple syrup on a bitch. All right, and throwing it down the fucking stairs.
What a bitch.
All right. Throwing maple syrup on a bitch and throwing it down the fucking stairs. Okay.
Whoa,
now-
whoa. Wait
now
a minute.
You're
get
acting
mad.
like this
Now
is
get mad.
common.
Now they're paying me. They're paying me to do it. They're paying me money. Look at this. The Sigma male grind set. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. They don't know
I
what they
didn't pay
want.
Mitchell,
you
you're
this.
talking like this is common. You're like, man, just pour maple syrup on a console and tossing it down the stairs.
It is normal.
No,
it is normal.
just. Oh, Mitchell,
It
you're
is
like,
normal.
what is that guy that would
Not
beat the
normal.
shit out of his consoles? Was it McJugger Nuggets? Is that what his name was?
No, that was it was like Mr. Right Way.
I don't remember. It was the dude who's like, his parents would always like take away his consoles or like break them or throw them
Smash
out the
Doctor.
window.
Yeah, that's McJugger Nuggets. you
Yeah.
know.
Smash
So
Doctor.
that
Doctor.
Mitchell is the dad in that scenario who just breaks
Yeah.
and lights all the consoles on fire. That's Mitchell.
Is also the Smash Doctor.
I have no idea who that is. I'm just going off of McJugger Nuggets. But yeah, Mitchell, you're a psychopath, basically.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I'm the American Psycho. All right. And you're my first victim, Noah. All right.
Yeah.
And then
I'll
Jay.
say that. For some reason, I've had bad experiences with consoles. Like, I haven't broken that many, but, like, I think I've mentioned on the podcast already the GameCube I had as a kid that a TV fell on that broke. The Xbox where I had to bang the shit out of it. Uh, and then my Wii still works, but it is some of the parts of it are cracked and there's tape over it. So that's the thing. That Wii is very much almost dead. And then I had my first 2DS, and I guess I played the shit out of it. Which, I mean, when you put 500 hours into Pokemon X within a year, that does happen. But
Mhm.
I must have played it so much. The bottom screen of that 2DS just would not work. Literally, just didn't work. You would tap it.
So it's more of a
You,
top than a bottom, huh?
you would tap it, and it would just tap in like a completely different way, or it just wouldn't register. And I ended up selling it. They were able to, like, I guess, reconfigure it and maybe get it working. I never figured that out. And I just got another 2DS. But yeah, no, for some reason some consoles just don't like me. I don't really get that. But at least I didn't pour maple syrup on them.
Because you're weak. You're weak.
That's what I was saying, man.
The Xbox
Weak
gets
real.
maple
The
syrup. The PS3 gets mustard.
remember the my Wii U, where every time I would load it, actually my Wii U is pretty cursed. So this is the least of it. But every time I would load the Cream the Rabbit trophy specifically on Smash 4, it would crash my Wii U like entirely. And then like my Sonic Lost World 100% save data deleted itself like corrupted like 3 times in a row. And it was really fucked up.
Yeah, no, your Wii U was cursed. But I think Sonic games just fucking hate people because my Sonic Generations save file on PC corrupted twice.
Oh
Well, I
Jesus.
saw
Yeah,
Sonic Generations on
that's
360 wouldn't load the
not even a
levels.
lie.
I'd be running Invisible Ground, my 360 version.
No, All Stars Racing Transform, my disc scratched, so a couple levels would load and it would just be empty space. And like I would just keep dying and everybody else would be playing the map normally. It was fucking cursed, dude.
Wow.
But I had this topic earlier, but we got into Mitchell being a psychopath, so I almost forgot it.
Gaslighting, gaslit,
But
gaslighting.
so as I think nowadays, I think we play games less, definitely, especially me. I try to play games, but sometimes I just can't. But as a kid, what was your longest gaming session? Like straight gaming.
I
What
don't
was your
remember,
longest session?
to be
I
honest.
had a lot.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, I know which one. I remember it was when, and I hate to admit this, but it was when Battle of Z came out, and it was only because I couldn't play games for the weekdays. Uh, and I had gotten Battle of Z, and I had like got home from like a football game. That was a football manager, and I played from like I think I stayed up like, all night. Even my mom got mad, and started playing like Black Ops 2 with friends, and then I started playing uh Halo custom games, and I was like doing it to like I want to say 1 a.m. that Saturday. So that's probably the longest.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, and this is like I used to play a lot more, but I think there was this one period, and this is when the Xbox One and PS4 were out, but I still had a 360, didn't have the next gen console. Um, Destiny. I used to be really into Destiny for some reason, and there was one day where I woke up at like 8 or 9 a.m. and started playing, and I didn't get off until like midnight. So I did like what was that, like 15 hours in a row, bruh. That's probably the longest I've ever done. I don't think I could do any longer than that. I'm not built like that, man. I think
I had a lot of long gaming sessions.
oh, we know you have, Mitchell, but I think recently I think I did like a this is probably like a year ago, half a year ago. I did like a 8 hour stream where I played something for 8 hours. I can't remember at this point. I don't know why. But I played it and I got done, turned the stream off and everything, and I thought, man, I am not built the same as I was as a kid. I don't know how the fuck I did like 15-hour gaming sessions, bro. I'm not built like I am today. That's crazy. But Mitchell, what's your longest gaming session? I want to know, cause
I don't
you like
fucking know. There's a
you
lot of
like to hyper focus on a game.
There's a lot of them. I don't fucking know. You're asking me to like pick. I don't know. I would just sink hours into games. It's probably like a Warband session or maybe GTA Online. That's what comes to mind.
You
Oh,
did
that was
play
I
another
bet
one.
you
GTA
too.
Online
I
a
remember that was
lot.
another one. We just, oh god, it might have been actually. I take that back what I said. I think I spent like a long time on GTA Online. It was GTA Online and Xenoverse One.
Yeah, I was not in here for the prime GTA Online days where I would just try and grind shit out ridiculously. Yeah, that was dark. Those were dark times. Those were dark times. That was
Oh,
back when the game
dude.
had like fucking bare bones content. All you had were the missions and fucking like doing rooftop rumble and shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was no.
Nah, the amount of time I put into like Raging Blast 1 when it came out, the Dragon Ball game. Oh, I played online on that so much. It was toxic as shit, but it was so good. Love that game. Uh, I had another one in my head, and I'm so pissed I just forgot it. What was the? It was one of those Xbox games. Was it Doritos Crash Course? I played that a ton too. For
I
no
remember that.
reason.
Yeah,
For no
everyone
reason, I
played.
played that game so much. But another thing was I got into this fixation for a minute where I would 100% all the Sonic games that were on Xbox, and I did it, and I was really proud of myself on that. I got all the trophies and all of them, or all the achievements. And the one that I spent the most time on was Sonic Unleashed because it had those hot dog missions. And you got an achievement for getting all of them. And they were pretty much like time trials for all the stages. And I spent so long on some of those time trials because they just want you to beat them in such ridiculous times. I was like, man, fuck this. And I'd just be trying it over and over again. So that was another one I think I spent a lot of time on. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Smash. Played a lot of Smash. Oh,
Oh yes,
Oh yeah, that
fighting
was.
games are wrong. Yeah,
dude, Smash 3DS. I mean, I was so fixated on that game for a minute. While
I
you
don't think.
fuckers were playing the Wii U version, I hate you.
I don't think I
oh
could
yeah, yeah.
dedicate.
No,
I don't
no.
think I could dedicate that much time to a game again, no matter what genre it is. Like in a single day, it's
Let's
just so much to do.
let's talk about that real quick, Brian. Why you would be an asshole about it? Fucking, I remember back in the day, y'all all had Wii U's. I didn't. I had a 3DS, so I got Smash
Yeah,
for
we used to
3DS.
tell you about that.
Yeah, no, and instead of playing with your friend on Smash 3DS because that's the only version he has, you assholes were like, "Let's go play Smash for Wii U."
I mean, do you blame us?
Fuck you.
Do you blame
Smash
us for that?
Smash 3DS had better stages
Do you blame
anyways.
us?
Smash 3DS had better stages anyways. Fight me.
Maybe so, but do you blame us?
No, but I hate you still. I'm
Oh,
over here
fine.
like playing by myself and they're all playing the Wii U version. I'm like sitting in a corner. It
Yeah,
hurt my
yeah.
feelings.
You had to sit with your little circle pad, playing your little Greninja in like 240p. Yeah.
Look, now I make money, so I have all the consoles. Do you have a Steam Deck? I didn't think so, Brian. Fuck you.
No.
I'm petty. Still remember the great Nintendo Switch incident. That shit was funny.
Yeah, and then I got PS5 instantly while I wasn't
Okay,
for it.
but the Nintendo Switch one is kind of funnier though. Can we be honest? Look, I feel like we told this on the pod, but I want to tell it again just
We
quickly.
did.
We have, yeah. So Easter Day, Brian's been searching for a Switch for like a month. I just call up Walmart and they suddenly have one. Brian's mauling, I'm laughing, having a great time playing Breath of the Wild. I think that's funnier than the PS5 one because I wasn't searching
Uh,
for a PS5 for like half a year before I started
yeah, I
doing it.
wasn't either. I just saw a game. I literally woke up. It was like fate, dude.
I thought it was funny the PS5 one because I ended
Yeah,
up getting both the PS5 and Xbox when the week of release. And while y'all were like, "Oh, it's gonna calm down," everybody started struggling, and I was watching. I was like, "Yeah," and now you
yeah. I
see
guess
it.
like literally, like I woke up that day like earlier than I was supposed to too. It was fucking wild. I had like class that day and shit on Zoom, and like um like I just happened to check Twitter, and like the first thing is a cheap ass gamer fucking tweet about like a GameStop bundle, and it fucking like immediately, like as soon as it opens, like 10 minutes later, I fucking got in, and it was fucked up. Like, and I was able to get it like instant.
See, yeah, Jay, it doesn't really matter so much that you got it because I'm gonna be honest, there was no reason to get a PS5 right at the start.
Oh,
So like,
shut
I
up! You
just
were the
didn't
one.
care.
You were the one. You of all the people, you had to go out of your way to go
This was
spend
like
more money
this
than the
was
actual. No,
six.
to spend more
This
money
was
than the
6 months later
than the
though.
actual price. No, it doesn't matter. You waited. You had to spend more money than the actual price.
Okay,
We
well,
all got it at the actual
Yeah,
price. We didn't have to get scalped to get
yeah,
our
yeah.
PlayStation.
We
no,
yeah, you
All right.
actually got
So
scalped,
I
dude.
don't care.
no,
I don't care
Brian,
if
you and
if
I
it
got the
wasn't
same
time to get it.
bundle. What?
I don't care if it wasn't time to
Wait,
get it.
what?
I was able to
Yeah,
get
I
it.
got the Call of Duty bundle.
Oh yeah, we did get.
Yeah, I didn't get
Yeah.
scalped. I just bought a bundle.
You didn't buy it
Oh yeah.
officially. It was something else.
No, it was
That's
from
what it was. What you
GameStop. I
said.
No,
got a
he bought it.
GameStop
It was a
bundle.
GameStop bundle. It was a GameStop bundle.
That
And
was
what was
fucked
that thing
up.
you said?
I was about to get a crazy ass bundle, but I got lucky and Amazon just had like one of the normal ones.
I didn't need
Just
no
to get it.
bundle.
Yeah, no,
Dude,
how I got
fucking
Yeah, I didn't get a bundle
how I
either.
got my PS5, I will admit, getting a PS5 was annoying because I didn't wait. I waited for like 6 months before looking for a PS5 because I was like, I don't need it. There's nothing on it that I want to
yeah.
play. And then eventually I was like, fuck it, I'll get the console. I have the money, tax returns, whatnot. And it was annoying because every time I even downloaded stuff to help keep up with stocks, I would do the stuff to reload. I would never get it. And then just one day,
Mm-hmm.
GameStop's like, because this is at the point, nobody is selling the base PS5. And if they are, it goes out of sale immediately. Like, GameStop only did bundles. And GameStop was like, we have bundles. And it was like Call of Duty and control, like an extra controller and shit. And I was like, fuck it, I like Call of Duty enough to just get the game, whatever. And Call of Duty or GameStop the goat on this one because they weren't like reload the page. You literally just sat on the add to cart button and spam clicked it until it worked. And so I
I
was
didn't
there for
have
like
to fold for a bundle.
Dude,
I was there
I
for like
got
20
mine in
minutes.
a week without folding for a bundle.
you know it's funny because I had the option. Well, I wanted a bundle anyway because I wanted a game with it. I wanted like because I wanted Spider-Man, and so I was like, fuck it, I'll get it. And like here was my options for a bundle: Marvel's Avengers or Spider-Man and Call of Duty. I wonder which one I was
Yeah.
gonna fucking
I mean,
pick.
honestly,
But like,
the bundle wasn't even that bad. I mean, you get Call of Duty and Spider-Man, which were both pretty, decent games at least,
yeah,
right?
you get
Or good at
you get
best.
both Spider-Mans.
Yeah, because that came with
Yeah,
the PS5 version of the
yeah,
Spider-Man 2.
yeah.
So
You
you
get
got
both
two
of them.
Spider-Man
Yeah,
games in Call of Duty. You got an extra controller with your controller, and then you got the
yeah.
PS5. That was actually a pretty good bundle. Let's be real here.
It was pretty good.
That was a pretty good bundle.
But like, and then like I got Demon Souls like digitally like when I got the fucking bundle, so it was pretty sick.
Yeah.
I
But
got a
no,
pretty good bundle.
I would never have bought a PS5 scalped. Even if I still didn't have one, would not buy one scalped. I refuse to give to those shitty people. And I did think about getting an Xbox Series X, but I'm gonna be real here. I don't care. I don't.
We're gonna speak on that, and I'm gonna be 100% real. I got that machine PS5 for Ratchet and Clank. I beat Ratchet and Clank like about 5 times. Probably gonna be the 6th time, and now it's just a Fortnite machine. And then sometimes when I play the PS4 games, I'm not even like trying to like cap or trying to like we can train or whatever, but like I've been playing my Xbox like way more than my PS5 as of late. And maybe that's because there's no big games on it right now that have come out that I care about specifically. But I mean,
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff I want to play on it, but I mean, I've been playing like the Switch and PC. But I mean,
you know,
there's stuff on it. It's got games. It's got the whole PS4 library. People over exaggerate that there's nothing to play on the PS5. It's just
maybe it's
yeah.
because one actually does its backwards compatibility well with it, like its older consoles, and doesn't fucking have like 2 or 3 fucking games that like fucking people didn't ask for on their backwards compatibility list.
Yeah, the way PlayStation does its backwards compatibility is so dumb. Like, it's cool that you can play all
Or
the
or make or
PS4
make
games, but
the
like PS3 and below, they fumble so hard, it's crazy.
or make their 7th gen shit just cloud only. Maybe if it wasn't that, maybe if I could like play Infamous 2 on my PS5, and not have to go to the cloud, I'd probably be playing more. I don't know, since because this is in general it's been a lack of games for this fucking generation, like big games.
Yeah.
But you know,
I mean, who knows? Uh,
Probably.
does anything come out for the PS5? Like, I can't even think.
God of War.
God of War
There's God of
Ragnarok, and
War.
they're like barely showing off gameplay.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, bro, Last of Us Part 1 came out, didn't it? Oh my
I do not
god.
care.
Oh my god. No, the funniest tweets I see are the people who like will try to they think they're like extremely intelligent and they'll be like people complain about Last of Us 1 being $70, but look at Skyward Sword for 60 and think it's okay. And I'm
And
over
people
here
complain about
and
it.
I'm over here like one, people complain about it. Two, yes, the price is shitty, but there is at least a reason for Skyward Sword to exist on the Switch. Even if it's 60, at
At least
least
once
there's
a
a
game.
reason. Fucking Last of Us, I can just get the $20 remaster of that game. No
I
problem.
can just watch the cutscenes on YouTube.
Hell,
I played the game.
I'm pretty sure Last of Us was free at one point on the console, so I probably own it for free at this point, honestly, if I have PS Plus. Like,
I
why would I need to buy the $70 version that all it does is add like accessibility features, which for those people, cool, good for you if that's a main reason for you getting the game, whatever. But or just the partial uplift. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'll just say $50, bro. Like, God, those people, Last of Us fans are like the most, like, people try to say the most toxic communities for games. I think Last of Us fans are the most toxic people I've ever met in my life.
Oh, they're toxic, but they're stupid. That's the worst thing.
It's like the
They're,
dumbest, because it's like they could just be like, they could keep to themselves and like just do what they want to do, but instead they feel the need to just constantly defend their game and constantly shit on other people's interests to further put up their game, and it just never works. People just constantly shit on them. You think they would learn at this point? They don't. They're all stupid.
oh, they don't
Like
care to learn.
no other gaming community I think is that toxic. Like Pokemon fans can have their bad points. Sonic fans can have their bad points, right? Nothing beats the stupidity of Last of Us
When you ask
fans.
them to get their game, all they can talk to you about is the movie and the
Yeah.
how like grass reacts to like when Ellie farts in the wind. That's all they can tell you.
That's exactly
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Like, I'm sure the game is good. I'm not going to say the game's bad. I've never played it. I just don't give a shit at this point because you are so toxic. You make me not want to play the game. Why would I care? God, it took me forever to play fucking Kingdom Hearts. You think I'm going to play Last of Us? Like, get out of here.
I mean, you can go on a YouTube video and watch it instead.
Yeah, watch it.
Get about the same experience. You know?
I don't know. I hate stupid people so much. When people try to make arguments and it just makes no sense, and it's like, bro, you could have like thought for 5 seconds before you hit that send tweet button. You didn't.
Yeah.
There was what were you saying?
How's it?
There's another game. I cannot remember. It was something about. I want to say it was about Sonic Frontier or yeah, Frontiers. I almost fucking said Forces again. I'm telling you, the PTSD is so up there. Somebody was saying something about Sonic Frontiers, and it was like this was probably months ago. This was like right after the IGN thing, and I remember it just I could not comprehend how dumb it was, and they were just reaching so far. I wish I could find that tweet and remember what it was because it kind of gave me a brain aneurysm. And I just thought,
Oh
how are you on Twitter? How are you here?
yeah.
And it's just I can't deal with people. This is why I keep to myself on games, bro. This is why I'm not like a game reviewer. I just keep to myself. I cannot for the life of me deal with people because they're all fucking stupid in how they try to express themselves because they think they're smart. And it's like you could have put thought into that before you opened your mouth. You could have. God.
I think people got to stop being. I agree with you. I think people got to stop trying to be intellectuals on shit and just kind of like say what's on their mind. Everyone wants to like have like this greater meaning to like what they like, and like there could be a greater meaning or way to describe it. But people like some people talk like so pretentious about it. It's like,
It's
bro,
it's just like enjoy what you want to enjoy, man. Like it's when Xenoblade 3 came out, and what there was a game it was being compared to, and I cannot remember, but because I wouldn't look at the original post, but I would see everybody would just shit on Xenoblade, like the series, just like putting it down for their game. And it's like, what does that accomplish? It accomplishes nothing. Keep to yourself, play your game, be an asshole. But like, why do you feel the need to put down other people's games because you need to prop yours up more? Like, who cares, dude? You're a loser. Like, it's crazy. Like, I don't shit on Jay for playing his games. Damn, man.
I do.
I shit on you for playing your games.
Yes, you
No, I'm
do.
playing. I'm playing.
I
But
shit on Mitchell for playing his games, though.
we all shit on Mitchell playing this game. It's because he freaking
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll kill
doesn't
you.
expand. Because he doesn't expand
Yeah.
his horizons.
Mitchell
Down
needs
the
to
American
expand his
Psycho, I'm
horizons.
gonna kill you.
He's admitted it.
Like you
He's
said
admitted
earlier.
it. He said it.
In Minecraft.
You should have said GTA. The FBI's coming after you now.
Let's fine, don't worry about it.
Yep. All right, but I think we've hit about time. I think we got it.
Yeah, pretty
I'm
much.
glad. I'm glad that for today we confirmed that Mitchell is in fact a psycho.
I'm being
Great.
gaslit. I'm being gaslit.
I already know the title of this podcast episode, and it's great, and I love it.
I'm being
ready.
fucking gaslit.
I'm ready. All right, we got anything else, or we done? Are we done? Jay, you content with today's episode?
Let me think.
Yeah, don't worry, take your time. Yep.
He's taking too long at it.
Yeah, no. Anyways,
No,
while Jay's thinking, check out our socials. Check out our socials down below. All that good stuff. Thank y'all for listening. We appreciate it. And we'll see you next
Say
week.
it. No, you can't. You can't do that. You can't do
Okay,
that.
bye.